Hi, my name is Meredith Stevens, and today we're here to discuss some basic appliance maintenance that you can do at home or while you're on the road. All you need is a vacuum or a compressor. If you have any questions about this during the process, feel free to call any one of our Paulsbo RV service advisors at one of the many locations. The first appliance we're going to discuss is your refrigerator. Starting with the burner shields, you will need to remove this burner cover and sometimes a secondary burner shield that will be located on the outside of the initial burner shield. You will use either a compressor or a vacuum to clean in this area in here, to blow up into the chimney, and if you only have a vacuum, to tap lightly on the chimney to get any rust or debris, including insects that may come up here, out to have efficient cooling. Visually inspect your gas lines and all of your wiring to ensure that there is no corrosion or possibly chewing on the outside of the wiring from insects. You should then inspect your coils and the bottom tray to look for any yellow residue that may be a sign of an ammonia leak. If you have an ice maker, please also inspect the ice maker valve as well as the water line to ensure that there is no signs of wear and weathering. Here is an example of a secondary burner shield that you will see on some refrigerator models. Using a flashlight, visually inspect upward toward the roof vent to look for any debris that may be inside the wall. You should visually inspect your refrigerator door seals. You can pull and stretch them to ensure that you have a good tight seal. You will want to clean them to ensure that they are free of mold and mildew, and ensure that always you keep your doors propped open for storage. The next appliance we will discuss is the water heater. You may have a manual or electronic ignition model. Cleaning is similar for both. To begin the service on your water heater, shine a flashlight on your igniter. Look for carbon or missing pieces. If any of it is compromised, consider replacing it. After checking the igniter, blow air in the burner at the air mixture control. Blow toward the elbow of the burner and ensure that you blow in the top section of the burner as well to make sure that all debris comes out, as this is a U-shaped object. Now you should check for signs of corrosion at the circuit board. Make sure that the plugs and connections are tight. While you are doing this, you can inspect all the wiring in the backside of the water heater to ensure that there are no signs of corrosion. Ensure that you check your pressure relief valve. Some dripping will happen at full temperature, but excessive leaking can drip onto the components below, interfering with combustion. And finally, inspect your drain plug for any kind of leakage and ensure that your gas line does not have any corrosion. Depending on the location of the install of your water heater, the backside may be accessible. If it is, inspect the connections and fittings and ensure to inspect all wiring that's accessible. The next appliance we'll discuss is the furnace. Depending on the location it was installed in your motorhome, the service that you can do may be limited. First, you're going to start by blowing air in the intake and exhaust. If accessible, clean out inside the fan area, and if you're vacuuming, ensure to clean out the cavity of pet hair and loose debris. If your board is accessible, inspect all of your connections and wiring. Ensure to check your gas line for any corrosion, and also vacuum your ducts inside to clean up any pet hair and debris. If you have a washer-dryer unit, run it occasionally to seal the P-trap from odor, regardless of use. If you have a vent trap, make sure that you clean it out. And if you have an outside vent, you can vacuum that of debris. Make sure that you inspect your microwave grease screens to ensure that they are clean and working efficiently. Make sure that you clean any accessible debris out of your stove top and ensure that there is no corrosion of the gas line or wiring. If your RV has an air conditioner, make sure that you vacuum the ceiling ducts just the same as you would for your furnace registers. If you have a ceiling package, you can remove this housing and clean your filter with some soapy water. Ensure it dries and stretch it back into place. Inspect for signs of leakage inside the AC unit. AC unit gaskets should be replaced once every 4 to 5 years, so if you feel comfortable on your roof, climb up there and check to make sure that the AC is tight and secure. If it's loose and wobbly, you should tighten down the gasket or replace it. Thank you for watching our current seminar video on appliance maintenance. If you have any questions, feel free to contact a service advisor at any one of our Paulsville locations.